know, this water that's going to slide down these slides will actually be recycled water.
This year, the carpentry shop is going to be making 45 cradles, 10 walking trucks, and 10 race cars similar to this one right here.
The participants, also known as the Miracle Makers, wore medical ID bracelets to remind them who they were standing for. Each of the bracelets had the name of a child undergoing treatment at Dell Medical Children's Hospital.
Coming up, I'll give you a look at how UT's campus prepared security for President Obama.
This hole in the ground will be the wave pool. Mayor Jeff Coleman is proud that the LA Times has already named Hawaiian Falls one of the top 14 water parks in the country.
And that's before we've had one single person go down one single slide. I can't wait to see what people are going to say after we're actually out swimming and having a good time.
The 25-acre water park is unique because people will actually be able to soar over the pools on a 700-foot zip line. Because this attraction is open year-round, the pools will never be drained.
Water conservation in Central Texas is very important, especially during this drought. You'll be happy to know that these slides will actually be pumped with recycled water.
The park has already hired about 300 workers and is looking to hire another 100, something Floyd Akers feels is needed.
You know, we don't have that many job opportunities for the high school age kids, and to have 300 seasonal jobs like this to help fill that gap is really exceptional for us.
For some, the summer job could become more, like it did for Hawaiian Falls General Manager Evan Barnett, who first began working with the company when he was 16.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how it worked out, but they came to our school and said, hey, we need people to work just like we did here. And I started as a summer job and got myself through 2 degrees.
Barnett says about 85% of the workers return to work from year to year. Taylor Hampton, Texas News Watch.
Toys are wonderful. I think adults and children always appreciate the gift of a toy.
Charles Jennison is a first-time elf for Orange Santa. Instead of buying toys, he is hard at work hand carving dozens of wooden toys for needy children.
All this stuff is made of scrap wood, which is a real benefit to this cause. You know, it's like we're not buying stuff. It's probably going to end up in a landfill or in the dumpster. And we pull it out, and if we can use it, we do.
They are hand stenciled, cut, carved, and then sanded. The head elf, or carpentry shop supervisor Armando Blanco, points out it's not a short process.
So they're all one of a kind. You know, it's not a, even though we do them in quantity, each toy is different, just like each little boy or little girl is different.
This year, the carpentry shop is going to be making 45 cradles, 10 walking trucks, and 10 race cars similar to this one right here.
Katie Mayhauer enjoys painting the toys, and her eyes light up when she talks about delivering them to the Orange Santa shop.
It's just fun. You kind of feel like, you know, you're Santa or Santa's elves or something.
Taylor Hampton, Texas News Watch.
Tuition for UT students may increase next fall if the Board of Regents approves a proposal that arrives on their desk tomorrow.
In 3 town hall meetings, students take turns raising hands to ask why student leaders are proposing to increase tuition.
You know, the university will not be in a position to compete nationally, sooner than people think if we don't start to see changes to our budget.
The proposal recommends an average increase of $127 per semester for residents and about a $600 increase for non-residents. UT CFO Kevin Haggerty says if the proposal is passed, tuition revenue would increase about $10 million.
The university has been starved for additional revenue.
In 2012, the Board of Regents voted to not increase tuition, instead using money from the university's permanent fund. Haggerty says this does not need to happen again.
Using one-time money to fund recurring needs can be a very, very dangerous thing. You've got to pay the piper at some point in time. And
UT junior Mukund Rathi argues that it is not the students' job to come up with additional money.
Their proposal should be what students have voiced at town halls, which is that tuition increases are unfair, right? It's very clear that we have money, and the Board of Regents should give us that money.
The committee says this is far from ideal, but for now, students can expect the Board of Regents to make a decision in May or June. Taylor Hampton, Texas News Watch.